I think just the bottom of that second tier or entering the third tier is like where a lot of the fun discussion pieces come. I put fun in air quotes, where you have your Donovan Mitchells, you have your Kevin Durant's and other guys like that. You can kind of argue for five. I'm very much with you in that Shai and Jokic seem to be the top two in whatever order. And I do kind of wonder, I think about something that Zach Lowe has said often on his pod, to where when he's doing like hair splitting for third team All NBA or stuff like that, where it comes to defaults to, actually, I think this guy's just better. And I do wonder, as this race is super close between Jokic and Shai, in my opinion, how many of the voters are going to default to, yeah, but like Jokic just won a title. Or I know, like, if we're just starting a draft or something, I think Jokic is better than Shai. And that may just be a tiebreaker. But you look at some of the advanced stuff, like Shai quietly has the lead in EPM. He has the lead in like the cumulative stat of estimated wins. And obviously you're averaging over 30 points per game with this kind of efficiency while also providing this kind of impact defensively. Like, it's hard to argue against that while the Thunder are currently the number one seed, but also Jokic isn't far off in the advanced stuff. He's averaging, as you said, averaging a triple-double post All-Star break. I think he is at worst the second best player in basketball. And I think most would agree, like, he's the top dog right now. And the Nuggets are rolling to this degree. And we talked about the defense with him. I'd probably say like Shai by 2 strands of hair right now for number one, but Jokic is right there. He's been insane.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad not because I have an opinion right now. Because again, I wanted to sort of qualify the tiers because I will vote. I think this year, I assume I'll have a vote. They tell you, a couple weeks out, and I will wait till the very last minute. I did it last year. I will wait. I did it with All-Star this year. I will wait to the very last minute. And I'm glad you said Shai though, because coming off of that Wemby conversation, I just didn't want all of Oklahoma City to hate us. You know what I mean? I just didn't want that.
I was thinking yesterday, like, we had the Thunder conversation super early in the year, or maybe it was heading into the season. And you asked, like, what's the high end for OKC? And I said front court. Front court. I bet I got
home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, home court.
Top
home court in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
And when you said that, you meant 4th seed, just to be clear. Like, that's what I took away from when you saying that. I don't think you meant the number 1 seed in the West, right?
I did, like, 1 seed was lower on the totem pole. I did think like 2 or 3 would be attainable for them, especially like just regular season. They'll turn out the wins and then we'll get into the postseason questions. But like, to that point, like, no, I didn't see 1 seed as like a serious achievement for them this year. They have blown my expectations out of the water. And I feel like I've been like the Thunder guy outside of Thunder media, naturally. I feel like I've been that guy for the last 2-3 years. I've been super impressed with what they've been able to do. Like, watching them against Phoenix last night and watching Shai just take over after a slow start in the first quarter. He just, we talked about Wemby and his pull-up threes. Shai suddenly knocking down 40% of his pull-up threes is also a terrifying thought, considering what he's doing on pull-ups inside the arc, what he does as a driver, isn't getting to the free throw line as much as he did last year, but still gets to the free throw line a lot. Good luck defending that dude. And again, the defense has been so fun. Like, the event creation is there, the deflections, the on-ball steals, some of the passing lane stuff. Like, watching teams try to post up Shai is becoming one of my favorite games within the game. Because if you're able to get him and you have a bigger body, you can move him. But it takes so much effort to even attack that mismatch because he's so good at like slithering around as you're throwing the pass and getting steals that way. He's just a ton of fun to watch on both ends of the floor.
I think it's the impact for Shai